the extraordinary action both administrations took in the end on helping the auto industry. And we're seeing all these blockbuster numbers coming out of Chrysler, coming out of GM. Isn't this a case that in extraordinary times demand extraordinary measures?
Yeah. So I did not support the bailout of General Motors. I think President Bush made a mistake, and I said so publicly at the time. I have never understood the logic of it, frankly. Ford Motor is doing better than either General Motors or Chrysler. They were not bailed out, and frankly, we now are subsidizing products from General Motors, like the Volt, which are not competitive, which are not priced competitively. Okay. So, of course, we need an automotive industry in this nation. Of course we need an automotive industry in this nation. But bailing it out and having the government own General Motors and Chrysler...
in the midst of a collapse. There was no debtor in possession. Nobody would be willing to stand up to put money into it. The government was the debtor in possession of the last resort. We would have no auto industry.
I reject that supposition, and here's why. Because here's why.
We were calling everybody, begging.
Why. If the Secretary of the Treasury can call 10 CEOs from 10 Wall Street banks, put them in a room, and say, you know what, whether you need it or not, we're going to give you a little money. The Secretary of the Treasury could easily have called 10 CEOs of 10 Wall Street banks and said, somebody needs to lend GM money. And it would have happened.
Banks were in trouble
nobody,
too.
Yes, they were. Yes, they were in trouble. Yes, they were in trouble.
At the end of 2008.
Absolutely, they were in trouble.
I think you can make an argument that the auto industry needed to be helped, but how you do it matters.
The question is how
you do it matters. And the approach that was taken, I think, was inappropriate. If you look back in history, no, but just because it worked doesn't mean it was right. Okay, go back to Chrysler. Go back to Chrysler and look what happened in Chrysler. With Chrysler, what happens? It was loan guarantees that the government stepped in. The government could have guaranteed warranties. There's a number of things the government could have done where it wouldn't have directly intervened, and it wouldn't have basically decided a lot of decisions with regard to labor contracts and a variety of other matters that were totally inappropriate.
It was a phenomenal success.
I don't think so.
It was a phenomenal success. 1 million jobs were saved. How can you say that it was done wrong?
No. We should have done something. What we did was not the right thing to do.